You know that feeling you get with certain brands, where it's more than just a product? It's like you're in a club. Well, what if I told you that feeling is directly connected to how much you're willing to pay? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that relationship between the brands we love and the price tags they carry. It's really fascinating stuff. All right, let's get real for a sec. How do you actually decide what to buy? I mean, a new TV, or even something like which college class to sign up for. Do you just, I don't know, throw a dart at a board? No way. Your first instinct is probably to ask someone, right? You talk to people you trust. And that simple act, asking your friend, hey, which professor should I take? That's called word of mouth. You're counting on their opinion, their experience. And believe it or not, it's one of the oldest and still one of the most powerful forces shaping everything we buy, do, and believe in. Now imagine taking all those one-on-one chats and multiplying them by 1,000,000. You add in every blog post, every tweet, every Instagram story, every online review, and what you get is what marketers call buzz. It's the huge collective chatter about a brand that's happening everywhere, all the time. So here's the thing. For any company out there, the real million-dollar question is, how do you get in on that? How do you become a part of that giant conversation in a way that feels real and actually works? That's the puzzle we're going to solve right now. So part one of the solution, well, it has a lot less to do with fancy ads and way more to do with people. It's all about building a loyal squad, kind of like your own personal brand army. And how do you build an army? You start by building a community. Think about it. You've got the Nike Plus community for runners, where they're all sharing their stats and cheering each other on, or how JCPenney made a whole community just for its embryo lingerie. These folks aren't just customers anymore. They're part of a tribe. And inside these tribes, brands are on the lookout for certain individuals. This is where influencer marketing comes into play. It's all about finding those people who are already super passionate, the ones whose opinions carry weight, and inviting them in. Big companies like Procter & Gamble are masters at finding these people to get their honest feedback and help get the word out. And check this out. An influencer isn't just someone with a zillion followers. Oh no. Brands are looking for a very specific recipe. They want lead users. Those are the people who are excited to try new things and tell you what they think. And they want active influencers, which means their friends actually listen to them. It's a much more targeted search than you'd think. So once a brand finds these key people, they don't just hope for the best. They get proactive. They ask 3 crucial questions. First, what's our goal here? Do we want their feedback, or do we want them to create buzz? Second, how much are they actually willing to do for us? And third, and this is a big one, what's in it for them? We're talking free stuff, exclusive parties. It has to be a win-win. Okay, so you've got your community, you've got your influencers, but how does that turn into actual money? Well, that leads us to the bridge connecting the community to the cash register, and it's something we all know very well. Good old-fashioned satisfaction. And here's the thing you just can't fake. A strong community is never built on hype alone. It can't be. It's built on a product that actually delivers what it promises. That loyal community is the result of a great experience, not the other way around. See, customer satisfaction is really all about managing expectations. If a product does what you thought it would do, great, you're satisfied. But the real magic, the secret sauce, is when a company goes above and beyond. The goal isn't just to satisfy you, it's to delight you. Because a delighted customer doesn't just buy again, they tell everyone they know. And boom, there's your buzz. This also brings up a really important point about loyalty. Not all loyalty is the same. You've got what's called behavioral loyalty, which is basically just buying stuff out of habit. But then you have attitudinal loyalty. Now that's the holy grail. That's when you truly love a brand, you prefer it, and you'll tell anyone who will listen. That's what creates a real brand advocate. All right, let's talk about the second piece of this whole puzzle. You've built your tribe of loyal fans. Now, what do you charge them? I want you to really let this sink in. Of everything a company does in marketing, the cool product design, the clever ads, the shipping, all of that costs money. Price is the only thing that actually brings money in. So yeah, getting it right is kind of a big deal. And the price has to fit the vibe. It needs to tell the same story as the product, the ads, and the community you've built, right? Like you wouldn't see a super exclusive luxury brand suddenly start selling their stuff at rock bottom prices. It would just feel weird. The price is part of the brand's identity. This leads to a huge strategic crossroads for every company. Are they playing the game to maximize their profits? That might mean focusing on their super loyal fans who will pay a bit more. Or are they trying to maximize their market share, to be the biggest player in the game? That usually means slashing prices to grab as many new customers as possible. Two totally different strategies. And to pull off those strategies, brands have a whole bag of tricks. You can see some of them here. There's prestige pricing, where a high price tag is meant to scream high quality, or one of my favorites, captive pricing. It's brilliant. Think about your printer. They sell you the printer for next to nothing because they know they've got you hooked on buying their expensive ink cartridges forever. Every approach has a different purpose. So after all that, what's the big idea here? The best marketing isn't about choosing to build a community or choosing the right price. It's about weaving them together. It's about finding your tribe, creating massive value for them, and then setting a price that feels totally in sync with that value. And that brings me to a final question for you to think about. Consider the brands you are absolutely loyal to, the ones you go out of your way to recommend. Ask yourself, are they just selling you a thing? Or have they somehow, cleverly, made you feel like you belong? Because that right there, that's the difference between a one-time sale and a brand that lasts a lifetime.